Then hear thou in heaven, and forgive the sin of thy servants. When it comes to heroes in the Bible, people of God whom we read about and look up to and try to emulate, we are not short of choice. But so many of them can seem holy to an unreachable degree. Moses had an inner strength to which we should aspire, but do any of us really have the bravery to wish to go through what he did? John the Baptist, the standard bearer and herald of the incarnate Christ, had a job description higher than that of the angels. But how willing really would we be to throw out all our soft clothes for a tunic of goat hair, or swap a diet of meat and 3 veg for insects? Solomon is one of those heroes that, if we look past his opulent wealth and position of authority, is actually quite relatable. He is a true Renaissance man, someone who looked critically at himself, appreciated the potential he had, and did his best to fashion for himself a life under God, in the world, as best he could. He studied botany and zoology in his spare time. He was an architect and an engineer. He wrote a treatise on spiritual philosophy in his book of Ecclesiastes. Clergy are stuck in houses of worship and ministering to the faithful. Prophets are led day and night by direct instruction from heaven. The lay church member, the believer and lover of God, has all the freedom to spread his or her wings and discover what it means to live truly as a human being made by God. And so Solomon is the one who leads the people in prayer at the official opening of the temple. He has had none of the theological training such as a Levite would receive, nor has he been given a script from God to read out as if he were a prophet. Rather, our ideal example of a lay believer prays this most important prayer. What does he pray for? What should we pray for? Solomon has one thought on his mind. One attribute of God stands out for him above all others. In his walk with God, Solomon has found one thing about God that makes God more lovely than anything else, and that is God's readiness to forgive. Can you hear the whispers of Calvary in Solomon's personal theology? God truly is beautiful in his forgiveness. The cross of Christ, the tear in the fabric of reality through which a torrent of divine forgiveness poured into the world, is yet to come. But Solomon knew, and so do we. When is life ever more fragrant than when the kiss of forgiveness is fresh upon the cheek?